Hey guys, JPlay here, back with another daily smorgasbord, and today we're starting with OlliOlli because I've actually managed to get recording to work, properly, hopefully, which is a big success for me. Sorry, these are for the arse end of August. Monday the 31st, I think? Something like that. Bank holiday Monday, whatever it is. So I'm gonna get off to a flying start with this. I'm just gonna have a couple of goes at the daily grind, and then once I'm a bit more familiar, I might just do it next time actually, because I don't want to have too many goes. I just want to. Ah, that wasn't bad. Right, so if I can do that, I mean, I'm never going to get anywhere near that 700 odd. But I'd like to see whether I can replicate it. You know I'm just going to fuck it on like the first jump. That's my first perfect so far though, which isn't a good start for high points. And I'm starting to get the... 900 points. Oh well, still significantly better than yesterday. I was going to say, I'm starting to get the hang of doing flip tricks off things, which I couldn't even figure out how to do yesterday when I was doing this. But anyway, I'm going to hop straight into, I think, Spelunky now. Back in a sec. Right, so Spelunky time, and with my unerring technical proficiency, I actually lost all the audio for this, and when I say lost, I mean didn't record at all, because I didn't set up the microphone correctly between games. But anyway, daily challenge. Luckily I've forgotten pretty much most of what happened in this run, so I'm not going to inadvertently spoil it. That pause was me remembering what actually did happen, but I'm still not going to spoil it. So yeah, I obviously said many fantastic and wonderful things which would have changed everyone's lives, but have unfortunately been lost due to unavoidable technical issues of sorts. Unavoidable by me, at least, apparently, given the amount of times I've screwed up recordings. But yes, I was saying when I was initially playing this that out of all the games I've got, which I've got dailies in, I think this is probably the one which I'm going to end up doing best at. I'm not particularly good at OlliOlli, although I've started playing it a bit more in the warm-up to starting this series, or as I was starting this series, and I've played it a bit in my downtime since. Race the Sun, it's just a little beyond me. But I think this game I won't finish, but I will do better than your average person coming in who's never played the game before, which really for me is all I can ask for. I'm sure when I pick up some of the other games which I've mentioned, good strategic decision there. The skeleton never expected me just to chill underneath him. Keep your enemies guessing and your enemies closer. Yes. Anyway, sorry. I'm good at idioms, quotes, word things. Those groups of words you have, I'm good at them. But yeah, anyway, it's really worth breaking the pots. In normal play, I might not bother, but on a daily challenge, I am definitely going to make much more effort to break as many pots as possible, you know, just for the odd gem that might be in there, which could really make a difference. Ah, good, I had set that one off. I couldn't remember setting off, so I thought it was going to go horribly wrong, but a bit of a brush with death there. I managed to evade that sneaky bugger arrow. And yeah, like I say, Spelunky, not that good at it, but I enjoy it. And I like to think that I'm better than I used to be, at least. I've still never completed this game. Like, not even the first 4 worlds sort of completed. But yeah, either way. So there are, as I'm watching this back, I'm seeing more and more places where I could have just gone an extra couple of feet out of the way and got more money. But
Oh, I thought I was gonna land on the skeleton there at the time. Now, looking back, I know I didn't, but still. And this is where my wise strategic decision goes in, as I forget that I haven't triggered that arrow trap yet. But still, taking a little damage this early on is obviously a little disappointing, but it's not a game loser. It was only half the health I had. I do like these big spiders when they're somewhere that you can bomb them like that, because not only are they a good source of money, they're a good source of I quite like paste, but it's not really worth buying in the shop. And there I am, just checking, just in case they've changed the rules on how high you can jump. And obviously now I've seen this chest now. This is the chest which you bring the key to get the Ujet Eye. So at this point I obviously know that the key is somewhere on the level, I'm just not sure where. I sort of dropped that rope in the middle as well, just so that I would have the best possible chance of being able to get both the damsel and these ropes up here, basically. Obviously I didn't know they were ropes, but whatever they are. So now I'm going on a little hunt around the level to figure out where the other keys are. It's not going to be the most efficient use of ropes, and it might not be entirely necessary, as I'm unlikely to accomplish the weird string of things you need to really make use of the Ujet Eye. I mean, it would get me to the black market, which could be handy in itself, but I'm not going to go to the black market and get the Ankh and then defeat Anubis or Anubis 2 or whatever it is you have to do. I don't even really know how you're supposed to do that, let alone actually being capable of doing so. That was probably a bit closer to full damage than I realised at the time as well, that jump there, but needs must when poor strategy drives. And of course here I think I've got it all figured out. No problems. So I'm not sure where the key actually is, whether it's behind the shopkeeper or not, but I'm pretty sure that this isn't the way to deal with it. So I'm going to stop overdubbing now and just going to hop back to my Race the Sun gameplay, which, yeah, you'll see.
Okay, so our final game for the day is going to be Race the Sun again. Which I'm going to play for about 5 minutes, partly because dinner will be out of the oven in 10 minutes, but I'm going to pretend it's for balance reasons or something, I don't know. Think of something plausible and then pretend I said that, something which sounds technical and like I know what I'm doing. I've also got to spend some time re-recording audio from Spelunky, because I think I've just recorded it without actually the audio, which is quite a large part in commentating. We'll see how much I've messed that up there. I like today's map. It seems like an easy start, a good way to get lots of tries, but I would like a bit more of a boost. And I need to be using up some jumps as well, actually, because I have that target to use, whatever it is, 15 jumps. I'm never going to get that one where you only go left through 2 regions, though. I think I've already gone right. I was about to say, should I try it now, but no, it's a ludicrous goal. I have no idea how anyone does it. That was close. Too close. Luckily it only slowed me down a touch. And I haven't bollocksed up since then. I just want to get over this way. Oh, shit. Maybe not that way. Oh, this is stressing me out again already. Are you... Oh, you're a jump. Jump high enough to see the sun. There we go. That was a terrible, terrible section. Pretty much exemplified by my awful attempt to get the attempt to get the end of level tries as well, I guess. Oh, I'm running out of options. There is shadow everywhere. What's that? Darkness falls across the land thing, whatever they call it. I forget. Then he says something about Sagan's blue dot. I'm trying to remember if that is the same quote, but either way I think I'm thinking of it from from that Outside Agency track, Pretty Much Fucked. So I used to love the Outside Agency when I was quite a lot younger. I can't seem to find any of the songs I used to like anymore though. They do have some good ones though now. A lot more drum and bassy than I remembered. So does that bird, I think I was somewhere around here when a bird flew down, maybe not. Well obviously this same bird, but popped up mid-level, which I didn't really remember happening before. So I was just trying to see what happens there. I wonder what level people can actually get to if they're more talented than me. I imagine if you practice finding all the boosts and stuff, it must be possible to get up to like level 10, 15. Actually, I did see that there are other modes unlocked when you get to like level 15 and level 20, so come to think of it, it must be possible to get to a much higher level than I'm thinking of. It's just more than my feeble brain can comprehend, apparently. As is steering. Alright, one more go at this. This is good because I never really do the whole timer thing, which a lot of people who are better at this whole affair do. If I can just look over to the oven and see how long it is till dinner burns, and that's how I tell how long I've been playing this specific game for. And again, this is a game which I only going to be playing for like 5 minutes unless I have an unprecedentedly good run. I'm trying to do a flip thing, I can't remember how to do them, but it's not without risk, I guess. No, stop dicking about, James, just try not to die. So you can do the, whatever they are, barrel rolls, or not barrel rolls, they're the other ones. So if I do that, yeah, there we go. But I'm going to miss the bird wherever it is. It's probably somewhere all the way over there. I'm not going to get any little ruby things, tries, whatever they are. No, too busy dicking about. That's going to be the name of my autobiography when I'm older. And interesting enough to have a reason to write an autobiography. Which I'm sure will be happening any day now. Sorry, talking less because I find these big blocks to take a lot more concentration. Although that point was always going to have something there. One more last one, because that didn't go quite as well as I was hoping. I want to get to region 3, which I think I did in the first run or two. Run, maybe? Either way, this is the last video, but I want to see if I can do a little better than that last aberration. They'll call it an aberration as if it's not standard form. So for those who missed the first video and haven't seen this game before, really, the idea of the whole daily smorgasbord thing is that I would... right, one more. It's quite moreish, this game. Is that I would play games which have some sort of daily challenge. This is a bit of a slight bending of the rules for inclusion, just because it doesn't have a daily challenge, right? That didn't count either. it doesn't have a daily challenge mode per se, but the game is kind of like almost an endless runner style thing, but with flying, I guess. But it uses sort of it's procedurally generated using seeds, I think, or maybe it's planned out, but I would assume procedurally generated using seeds. But either way, whatever generates it is the same for one day, and then it changes to a new map. Meant to do that. I just wanted to make sure that the booster would be more accented when I picked it up. I wonder if you go faster depending on your multiplier as well. That would be that would definitely make it easier to get further. But yeah, as I said before, if there are any games which I haven't mentioned which would fit into this sort of format, please let me know. The one I'm most anticipating is obviously Afterbirth, just because, well, I love the Isaac games. It took me about 300 hours, but I got Platinum God on the first one, and I think that's my cue to finish anyway, so never mind. Whatever I was about to say was fascinating, but for now I've been JPlay, and this has been OlliOlli, Spelunky, and Race the Sun. Yes, I remember.